Carmenisahotmess fans, I'm getting a lot of requests to show you how to put your eyelashes on. So if you're interested on my technique, you go ahead and keep on watching. Thanks. Let's get started. I'm going to use Katy Perry lashes created by Eylure. They are the Oh My eyelashes. They're really, really thick. But you can use any of the eyelashes. Any eyelashes will do. I'm going to just give you the basics on how to put them on, how you want to start. So, although I've used these before, what you want to do is you want to measure how long they are. You may have to cut them to fit your eye. And I usually just get some little snips here. And you want to cut them from the outside, not the in. If you cut them from the inside, because a lot of people will do that. I was actually one of those people. I was cutting them from the inside, and unfortunately, they didn't look crazy natural. I mean, there's some that you don't. I mean, like these are not going to be looking natural. But to give it the same balance that you need, you want to cut from the outside. So you just would cut and snip accordingly to how much, because sometimes you pop them on, they're great, they're the same length that you need them for. I have to cut about a good eighth of an inch off or something just to get them to fit. If they're too long, they start poking you and stuff, and it's just not comfortable. People don't want to wear them. I don't usually use the glue that's in the package, although using that is perfectly fine. If you get the white glue, it does dry clear, so you don't really have a problem with that. You just go back over it with your eyeliner. I tend to go for the dark tone duo, and that's only because I usually have eyeliner on, and then so when I go in there, I don't really have to go back and touch up. Sometimes I do, other times I really don't have to, just because it's dark tone and it blends right in. So first things first, after you've cut them, after you've sized them, and they're fitting to your eyes, what you do is you get on here. There's certain people, different ways of doing it. You can get an orange stick, like one of these. You can put the glue on here and then just beat it along the seam of the eyelash. Me, because it's mine and I'm not sharing it with anybody, I just use a little tip. So I put a little bit out. There's just like a little ball of it. I don't know if you could see. Just like that. And I'm just going to run it across the seam of the eyelash. Now, usually you just need a nice little thin line of it. But these are thick and heavy. They're like the double eyelashes. So I'm going to make sure that I don't get a whole bunch on there, but I get a substantial amount. And make sure you get the edges, the little points on the end. Make sure those are coated as well. Coated, I mean, but don't coat. You want this to sit for a good 30 seconds or so until it's tacky. I use tweezers because I have nails and I just don't have the precision. I usually get the tweezers and put those right in the middle of the eyelash. Clamp onto them so I can hold them like this. Blow on it just so I'm impatient and I want it to be done. But this is actually one of the most important parts of it, because if you do it while it's still wet, it slips, it slides, it's not going to grip where it needs to go, and then you get frustrated and you don't want to do it anymore. And then the makeup that you put on, you spent 20 minutes, half an hour doing, is almost ruined because you've got all this glue everywhere, and then it's uncomfortable because it dries and it sticks all over the place. So make sure you wait for it to be tacky. Now, don't wait too long where it's already dry and then you can't put it on. Then you gotta start all over. I've done that before too. With these, so I don't know why I picked these to show you how to put these on, but because they're so thick, sometimes they just don't want to bend for me. So we'll see how this works. Okay, they should be ready to go. Now, I've watched lots and lots and lots of tutorials on how to put your eyelashes on. Most of them just tell you what I'm telling you now, and then they go, just close your eyes and put them on. No, that doesn't work. You can't do that. If you close your eye, sometimes if you're not making it sure that it's nice and seamless, what you're going to get is you're going to get it on and you're not going to really see, and then when you open your eye it's all crinkly and stuff, and then it messes up with your eyelash, and then you're uncomfortable all day if you leave them on, or you've messed up your makeup. Instead of closing your eye or squishing it down or whatever you're doing when you close your eye, just lift your head up. Now when you lift your head up, your eye, and you look forward, lift your head up. Now what happens is your eyelids still come down, but they're in a natural position. Now closing your eyes is a natural position as well, but when you're gluing something on there, it doesn't work. So go like this, and I'm going to use my mirror. And so I look, and I go like this, and then I'm going to press it on. Go as close as you can to your natural eyes. And I'm blinking like hell. Usually you go in and set it in the middle, and then you use the tweezers to maneuver the other parts to the edges. So usually what I do is put it in the middle, and then go in and set it in the edges. Just push on the edges lightly, of course. Still keeping with the head back, eyes open as much as possible. I do close my eye to make sure that this edge on here, just to see if it took, because sometimes, especially with these, I have a hard time because they're so thick. So this one went on pretty good. It almost gave me trouble. I was almost afraid. Now that was the trick. That's the reason why you have to wait for it to be tacky. Because when I put it on, it slipped a little bit. And so, but because it was tacky enough, it didn't slip that much. So what you do, again, we'll do it one more time. That looks like I have a black eye or something. Okay. Glue. You've already cut it to fit your eye. Glue. Beat it on the stem, spine, whatever you want to call it, edge of your lash. And I think I got a little bit more than I usually would on most of them. Like I told you before, these are thicker. And I'll come in and I will show you. See how thick that is? I wish it would show you. My camera sucks balls. But anyway, there you go. What'd I say? Get your tweezers. Stick it in the middle. Clamp onto it. Now this one's my hard eye. Wait for it to set. Gonna have some Katy Perry lashes here in a second. Yeah! Looks like I have a black eye or something. Pow. Ow. Ow. No. I think it's ready. And what did I say? Look into your mirror. Look up. Now, when I do this one, I have to move my arm because it's weird. Okay. As close to the eyelashes, normal eyelashes, the real eyelashes. Uh-oh, see, this one's tipping. And my eye is watering. Go to the edge, push it down. Go to the other edge, push it down. Wait for eye to stop watering. Go back in. Edge. I always have a hard time with the edges. Go back in. Eyeball watering. eyeballs will water sometimes. This one likes to give me trouble. When eyeball waters, glue doesn't stick. That's another reason why you have to wait for it to get tacky. And I go in, just use it, make sure the edges are down, and then I go in and I try to collect all of my, not all at one time, but I go in there and I grab my real lashes and get as close to the spine of the fake lashes and my real lashes at the edge and just sort of squeeze them and push onto my lid. What that does is it makes sure that it gets as close to my real lashes on the edge there as possible to make them look as natural. Yeah, these aren't natural, but to make them look as natural as possible. If you have to, go in with the orange stick that you have and just go in and then press it on. Sorry, my camera cut off there. The battery juice went. So I went ahead and reapplied this eyelash because this is my bane right here. I can put it on, I think it's fine, and a couple minutes later I'm watering or everything. That goes for eyeliner, it goes for some eyeshadows. So if I get it in the corner, my eye just likes to water. So I took it off. I am just as regular and normal as everybody else. I have a hard time putting on lashes as well, and especially these thick ones. Although I love the look of them, it's really hard. So I literally had to try to put it on like twice. And the last time I did it, I ended up sort of cutting it a little bit more. So make sure when you do try to put your lashes on that you do cut them accordingly, because I thought I did, and actually this one's going to be a little shorter than this one, but your eyes are like sisters, they are not twins, so just keep that in mind. But with that being said, I finally got it on, I finally got it going, and it looks good. And I don't have any problems with it. I wouldn't start with these big thick ones if I were you. If you're just starting out, try a thinner one. Has some really good lashes, and they're very, very inexpensive. You can find these at Target, and now they have a little kiosk in Walmart, and of course online. But you can get these, and they're like $1. And I put these on. It feels like I don't even have anything on. They're really easy to put on. Not like these. I put them on, I'm good, psh, I'm out the door. And they come with some glue and everything too. So that's a really, really, really good deal, especially when you're starting out and you want to try something, but you don't want to spend $8. You don't want to spend $8 on a pack of really, really, really nice ones, but they're thick. And if you mess them up, that's $8. I mean, $8 is nothing really, but in my little fishbowl, $8 is like a drink somewhere. So I'd rather make sure that I know what I'm doing beforehand, and I did. I started with some cheapos, and even now I will buy these. Just because they're inexpensive doesn't mean that they don't work. They are fabulous. I've had more compliments with these than I did with these. So keep that in mind. Try them, and if you mess up, don't worry about it. It's only $1, so that's good too. Also, you can reuse them. You can reuse your eyelashes. Put them on. When you take them off, slowly peel off the old dry glue that may be stuck to it. Be careful not to peel off the spine though too. I've done that before where you're thinking it's the glue and it's the spine, and then they are just trash. So, but I use these until they are no longer. The worst part is sometimes I fall asleep with them and they will dent on the side, so I have to throw them away. So, but other than that, you can use them until they're practically falling apart. You'll know. I usually use them about 3, 4, 5 times, depending on how much wear and tear I have. Also, with lashes, I use this little spoolie thing. So when I take them off, I just run them through and get all the dry mascara off that I may have had on there, and it flakes off and everything's fine. If you want to get a little bit more serious about it, I would try some eye makeup remover. Put a little bit on your spoolie, I can't say the word, and then run it through a couple times, and it'll loosen up everything and get that out. You can put them back into the little cartridge thing, the little round thing to keep their shape, and you're good to go for the next time that you do it. Also, to take them off, usually I can just peel them off. Be careful not to take your own eyelashes with them. If you do get really close to your eyelash line, you do have a tendency to peel 1 or 2 off, so be careful with that as well. If you are having trouble or it feels like it's sticking too much, use a warm, damp washcloth. Set it on there for a little bit. It should help loosen up the glue to help you pull them off. I think I got everything. I hope that helped. Yeah. Okay. Hope you enjoyed this video about the eyelashes. Come by and subscribe to my page and like the video. Thank you, Hot Mess fans. Bye.